concept of ratio. Alright, so a ratio is a comparison of similar quantities. So that's simply what a ratio is. It's a comparison of similar quantities. For example, let's say a young man by the name of John. So John is 9 years old and his father is 45 years old. Alright, so you can see here that we've got two similar quantities. We're talking about age, right? So the ratio of John's age to his father's age will be given as 9:45. So this would be the ratio of John's age to his father's age. Alright, so let's just move this a little. So this can be reduced to simplest form. And how do we reduce this to simplest form? You know, we can just like if you look at the figures 9 and 45, you can see that they can be simplified by dividing by 9. So it's legal for us to divide both terms by 9 in this case, and what we'll be getting right there is 1:5, right? So this is the reduced or the simplest form for the ratio 9:45, John's age to his father's age. So you must be able to simplify given ratios, expressing them in simplest form. Alright, so we can also express this ratio as a fraction. So 1:5 as a fraction is 1/5, like that. So that tells us that whenever you have a ratio A to B, it's the same as A/B as a fraction. Alright, so let's look at this example. Right, so in this example we have the question: find the value of x such that 12 to x is equal to 3 to 7. So what you're seeing here are what we call equivalent ratios. These are equivalent ratios. 12 is to x is equal to 3 is to 7. Right, so with our equivalent ratios that we have in this question, we can express them as fractions. So that will be 12 over x is equal to 3 over 7. So how do we find the value of x? We can solve this by cross multiplying. In this case, that means I'll be multiplying 12 by 7 and x by 3. So 12 times 7 will be equal to 3 times x, and 12 times 7 will give us 84, and this will be equal to 3x. So that means when I'm at this stage, I can divide both sides by 3 so that I can get the value of x being equal to 28. Right, so our solution there, the value of x is 28. Alright, so these are equivalent ratios and you must know how to deal with this. We use cross multiplication. You should always remember that. Alright, we want to move on to another example. Alright, so in this example, so this example 2, so it's saying given that 3a is equal to 7b, find the ratio of a to b. So we have 3a is equal to 7b and we want to find the ratio of a to b. Alright, so if we go on to our solution, we'll be having 3a is equal to 7b, and to find that ratio, what I'm going to do first in this case, I'm going to divide both sides by b. And if I divide both sides by b, you know that these b's will cancel out, so that we'll be having 3a over b is equal to 7. And next what I do is I divide both sides by 3, because I want to be left with a over b. That's what I want. So I divide both sides by 3. Right, so dividing by 3 is the same as multiplying by a third. Right, it's just the same thing, so that this 3 and this 3 will cancel out, and I'll be left with a over b on the left hand side, and this will be equal to 7 times a third That's 7 over 3. So we can therefore say that the ratio A to B is equal to 7:3. So that is the ratio A to B right there.